Hi everyone, Gwil from Fologram here. In this tutorial we're going to cover launching Fologram for the first time, viewing a model by streaming it live to your mixed reality device, uploading the model to the cloud so that you can view it offline or easily share it with other users who have Fologram, and also view cached models on your device. So if you've just installed Fologram, maybe you've just followed the last tutorial, and you've launched Rhino, you can display the plugin window by typing the Fologram command in Rhino. So I'm just going to make that a bit bigger so we can see it. Here it is here. That's a floating window. What we'll typically do is we'll drag and drop that plugin window and dock it over in the right-hand side of the Rhino viewport, along with our layers and things like that. But for this tutorial, just because I've got my webcam feed down here in the corner, I'm just going to leave it over on the side so that you can see everything that I'm doing. So the Fologram plugin window, it's pretty straightforward. It's got a humongous big connect button, which is the button that you click whenever you want to attach a device, like start a session and add a device to view the model that you're looking at in Rhino. It's got an upload button, which will let you upload the model that you're looking at to your Fologram account on the cloud. It's got a panel for displaying a list of connected devices, big help button which will open the docs, and then a few document properties which we'll go into in other tutorials. So to connect a device, what we're going to do is click connect. That is going to open a browser window which contains a screen grab of the model that you're looking at so you can remember what you're actually looking at, and a QR code which is a link to this session. So you can always screen grab this QR code if you want to have somebody else connect to your session in real time. So while you have Rhino open and this session is running, if you want to share this with another device that you want to connect to this session, you can screen grab this QR code and send it to someone. They'll be able to connect. Just keep in mind that when you close Rhino, this session won't be running anymore. And so this QR code won't do anything. If you want people to be able to connect to a model without Rhino running, you'll need to upload it instead. Okay, so we have the connection QR code. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to launch Fologram on my device. And when you launch Fologram, you'll be prompted to scan a connection QR code to join a session. So I'm going to bring up my phone here, point it at that connection QR code until we see like that QR code's detected, and we'll see a big connect button. Tap on connect. That should then hide the UI from Rhino. That QR code will disappear. If you want to show it again, you just click connect again to add another device. And then on my mobile, I'll be prompted to tap and place and then hold and look to align. So the mechanic in Fologram for placing models is you're going to move your phone around to decide where we're going to place it. So I'm going to place it down here on the ground. So as I move my phone around, it's just pointing that crosshair. That crosshair is always just in the center of my display, and it's shooting a ray out from the phone until it intersects with some detected surface. So in this case, it's shooting out and intersecting with the floor. So I can choose where I'm going to place it by pointing my phone where I want it to be, and then I can tap and hold and then point my phone again to choose how to align that model. So this makes it really easy to just very, very quickly place a model and align it in whatever direction we like, just by looking in the direction that we want that model to face. Okay, and then we can release our finger from the display to confirm that placement. So there we are, there's that model in our office space. Cool, so that's connected. We'll be able to interact with it and do a bunch of other cool stuff, which we'll cover in a subsequent tutorial. So connecting is pretty straightforward. We're just going to show that Fologram plugin window again. My device appears in the list of connected devices here, as it should. If you connect another device, you can hit connect. It will display that QR code again. You scan that with another device, and then that device should also connect and appear in this list of connected devices. If you want to stop a live session, which is running in Fologram, you can use the XR stop command. That's going to close that live session and boot out any devices which were previously connected to it. I'm stopping now just because we're going to demonstrate the upload functionality of Fologram. But if you are having issues with sessions, maybe you've been running one for a really, really long time, or maybe you accidentally streamed a model with heaps and heaps of geometry and you just want to restart it, you can use the XR stop command to close that session, and then you can always just start another one by clicking connect again. All right, so to upload a model so that we can view it in offline is one advantage, so without having a live connection to Rhino. Also, we can share that model with other people around the world. We can click upload. So what that's going to do is it's going to take our geometry in our model. It's going to mesh all of it, and it's going to then create a little thumbnail preview of that model, upload it to your account. So you'll be prompted to sign in to the Fologram dashboard if you haven't done so already, and then it'll display a QR code which will link to that model. So unlike with live sessions of Fologram, where you're connecting to Rhino and Rhino needs to be open and running for that session to work, with cloud-hosted models, anyone that you share this QR code with will be able to view this model as long as you haven't deleted it using this delete button here. So if you want these models to be public, you can just print this QR code out, distribute it to anyone that you want to view the model. That's the end of that. If you want it to be private, then just don't share this QR code with anyone who you don't want to see the model. So this QR code contains a link to a model. It's a bit like a URL. If you don't want someone to see that model, just don't give them the link or the URL. The model, after you upload it, will appear on your model's dashboard. So on app.fologram.com/models, here it is. We've just published it. We see a thumbnail of that. If we click on that thumbnail, it's going to display that QR code again, and we'll be able to view that model. So back in Fologram, I should be able to scan this QR code now and click View Model. We'll be prompted by Fologram saying that it's downloading the model, and then we have the same mechanics of tap to place and look to align. So I'm going to tap to place, look to align, and again, there we have that same model. Now this model's been downloaded from the cloud, so if I closed Rhino, we're still going to be able to download that model, no problems. And you can see here there's no connected devices anymore. We're not connected to a live session. That's just my phone downloading a cloud-hosted model. Now that model has been downloaded from app.fologram.com to our account, the last feature that I want to talk about is cached models. So if you don't have internet access on your mobile phone and you want to view a model with Fologram, if you've already downloaded that model to your device, so you downloaded it once, just like I just demonstrated, and you scan this QR code a second time, maybe you've printed it out, you've got a physical QR code, you're out in the bush somewhere, got no internet access, you want to view this model, scanning this QR code will instead load a cached version of the model from the local storage on your mobile phone or your HoloLens. So you will be able to access this model entirely offline if you need to, but you'll just have to download it to your device first. Okay, so in the next tutorial, we'll have a look at interacting with models in real time.